on EA Sports. It's Week 18 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Kansas City Chiefs. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double-team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. It's caught by Davis. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Clyde Edwards-Helaire. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. McPherson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
They'll run on first down. Britt, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
From the gun on third down. McPherson looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
6 yards left on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Defense. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Britt. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
To throw on second down, McPherson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. To throw on third down. McPherson. Britt's got it. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. McPherson being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively. And, Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances.
Under pressure, they got him again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now is not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
KC's offense ready to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mahomes now on first down. He will find Davis. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that would tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Mahomes now on first down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. Oh, the ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they've got it. Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
After the play, the run on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Rolling to his left, and he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And Davis with it left side. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And this one is right through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Eluding the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Are you serious, dog?
Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Britt. 48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big connection on that one. 38 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll keep it on the ground. Britt, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Britt, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chauncey Golston. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Looking to throw. McPherson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. They'll roll him out right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He finds Hopkins complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger than lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Davion Taylor coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2, much more manageable. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. And quick throw here, that's complete. Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. McPherson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. McPherson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. A little juke, and bulldozing his way through. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
7 yards, the pickup there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Edwards-Helaire fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, McPherson. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sideline? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2nd and 4. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 2nd down at 7. Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. Oh, and Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he got there. He did not. They'll stop him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponent